Hey everyone, it's Enjoy English School.
Yo!
So today is our day one of our two-day article, Business English Problems at the Salon.
今天又到了我们商用英语的时间了。好，我们今天要介绍的主题呢是沙龙大改造。
That's right. So we have lots of good vocabulary, and this is always a great lesson to make sure you got your pencils and erasers. There's lots of things to write. And Anthony, question.
Yes.
When you get your haircut, do you like to have small talk with the hairstylist?
Yes, I love to.
I never talk to them.
Oh.
They know I speak Chinese. I just don't want to talk to them. Am I terrible for that?
No. Some people prefer to be left alone. Yeah, so
I
it's
just
okay.
don't want to talk. Anthony knows I love to talk.
Yeah.
I just don't want small talk. I just don't really enjoy small talk.
所以老师就说呢，他说事实上，他问我说，你在被剪头发的时候呢，你会不会跟这个造型师聊天？我说会啊，我们都会聊些有的没的啊。然后他就说，我的话我都不太习惯。他说他是个爱讲话的人，但是他没有那么喜欢跟人家闲聊。
Okay. Here's another question. Do you like when they massage your head for a long time?
Not much in the very beginning, but later on, I'm kind of getting used to that.
Really?
Yeah.
I always tell them, 不用辛苦，没关系，就赶快洗一洗，你不用按摩。
不用按摩。
People think I'm crazy.
对，就是不要他们的服务这种感觉。
Yes, 没关系，就是赶快剪。All right, let's get ready for our dialogue here. All right, and as always, when we have a dialogue, pick up your pencil and mark down each line in our dialogue. We have a total of 11 speaking roles today.
OK， 在我们最开始之前呢，不妨各位把每一句话，每一个角色说话的呢标好记号，这样我们在找的时候就很方便。我们整个对话呢，今天的对话一共有11个这个对话这样。
And we have two characters. We have our female, our girl, Courtney, and we have our male, our boy, Eugene. Courtney and Eugene.
Yeah， 我们有两个主角哦，一个呢是女生叫做 Courtney。然后男生的名字叫 Eugene， 然后他们在讨论事情。
Good, that E may you'll find in Eugene. 不是 Eugene. All right, and our subtitle today, Courtney, the manager at Ivy Salon, is having a discussion with Eugene, a junior stylist.
好，所以我们在这个副标题里头就告诉我们整个场景的状况哦。所以 Courtney 她本身是 the manager at Ivy Salon， 好，就在 Ivy 沙龙的这个经理，然后 is having a discussion with Eugene， 她正在跟 Eugene 再去讨论事情。Eugene 是谁呢？他逗号 a junior stylist， 就是可能刚进来没多久的这个造型师。
And is am-are-v-i-n-g. This is the present continuous tense. 现在进行时. Line number 1, Courtney says, our business hasn't been keeping up with our competition.
OK， 所以在这个地方呢，我们先看到这个 Courtney 就先开场在讲说 ，Our business hasn't been keeping up with our competition。这个地方呢，有可能也会变成 competitors。好，这个地方的话，我们各位注意一下 ，competition 就是指你的竞争，好，整个环境市场的竞争，它是一个名词。但是如果说今天是讲到竞争者的话，我们就把后面的那个 t 的那个 tion， 还有前面那个 i 去掉。好，就是把它变成 competitor。好，对，这个地方我帮各位拼一下 competitor， 也就是把后面的 ion 去掉之后变成 or， 就会指的是竞争者了。
And our grammar here is the present perfect tense. Have or has, V-I-N-G. We have hasn't been keeping up. 这意思是 recently, 最近. So 从过去到现在，我们最近 we're not really keeping up with the times. Our next sentence says, we need to make some changes around here.
好，所以你看它的第一句话告诉你说，我们现在店里的业绩跟我们同业比起来好像落后了一点，没有跟上同业的这种业绩的这种状况。We need to make some changes around here. 看样子我们是要做点改变咯。
And Eugene says, so what do you want to talk to me about?
好，所以到后来，你会找我讲，那应该是我有点改变的，是不是我要改变什么？对不对？他说 ，So what do you want to talk to me about， 意思就是指说，那你要跟我聊，想必是要聊一些要讲什么呢？要弄清楚为什么 Courtney 经理会来找我聊这件事。
And Courtney says, "Oh, you're not in trouble. I'm just looking for suggestions from our staff, but I also have some advice for you."
好，这边特别注意一下哦 ，Courtney 这一招呢还蛮厉害的哦。如果今天你要去找一个人要跟你讲事情的话，如果你一开始说 "Hey Chris, we need to talk"， 对方就会觉得哦吓死了，我到底做错什么事情，对不对？所以他这边的话，先降低对方的防御心，对不对？Oh, you're not in trouble， 哦，没事，不跟你的话其实关系不大，不是你做错了什么哦，先让对方放下心来。You're not in trouble， 好，就是不是你没有做错什么。I'm just looking for suggestions from our staff. 我只想收集一下我们员工有没有什么建议啦，我们可以做一些改变的。然后 ，But I also have some advice for you. 这个地方老师特别把 advice 发音发得很清楚，后面是 s 的声音 ，s 的声音。但是呢，它这边的话 advice 如果听到 s 的声音的话呢，就是指名词的意思。不过呢，我也有一些个人的建议要给你就是了。所以同样是要给对方建议，他前面先讲说哦没有，你没做错什么，然后中间插一个哦，我需要收集你的意见，然后顺便跟你讲一下，这样听起来对方就觉得很舒服，而不会说哎，我们得要好好谈谈，对方就会吓得不得了。
All right, pick up your highlighter and pencils. There's a lot to talk about here. So we have be in trouble. So is, am, are, 还是 was, were, be in trouble. 下一个 we have I am looking. Underline or highlight is, am, are, ing. That's your 现在进行式, right? PCT, present continuous tense. 而且 staff 你看到 that's 没有后面加 s. We know there's a few stylists here, but it's uncountable, right? U, C, N. And 而且 advice is also UCN 不可数，我们可以看得出来 it says some, but there's no S, so we know it's uncountable. 我们写下来 staff and advice 是不可数。
没错，这个东西真的非常非常重要，因为在中文里面我们没有可数不可数的概念，但英文里头的话，你就从这些蛛丝马迹去推测哦，这个字在用的时候要怎么用，要注意什么地方。像老师刚刚讲的 staff， 好，它是不可数的用法，是一个集合名词，或者呢是 I have some advice for you。advice 这个字的话也是，即便是接了 some， 但是没有加 s， 你就知道说啊，这是一个不可数的用法。
And Eugene says, I see. Well, I can think of one or two things we might consider.
你看看，马上 Eugene 就讲了，哦，原来是这样，那我懂了。I see. Well, I can think of one or two things we might consider. 对方的戒心降低之后，他就真的把真实的想法讲出来嘛。他就说 I can think of， 我可以想到 one or two things we might consider， 想到一两个我们可以改善的面向。
And we see might is our modal verb. Underline that. So we won't say might to consider. 讲是错了，你写 to and cross it out.
没错，在这里的话 might 就是一个助动词的用法，对不对？而且用 we might consider 有一种比较客气的感觉，所以说不定我们可以讨论一下，说不定可以看一看。然后在这里的话，有一种就算你不做也没有关系，这样子的一种客气感。
All right, let's take a quick break. Hey, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're talking about day 1 of our business article, Problems at the Salon. We're looking at line number 5. And we had Courtney ask Eugene, we need some advice. We want to update. We want to kind of make our salon more interesting for new customers. And Courtney says, well, what do you have in mind?
这句话很重要。What do you have in mind？ 哎，你有什么想法啊？你有什么建议啊？等等。有的时候你在问人家，比方说今天如果你要跟朋友一起去看电影，然后说，哎，我们今天要看什么片？你有什么想法？这个时候就可以讲 What do you have in mind？ 所以问对方想法的时候很好用的一个句子，就 What do you have in mind？ 好了，于是 Courtney 就问他说，好了，既然要改善我们的这个沙龙的话，你有什么想法吗？他就问到 What do you have in mind？
Or we could say, What are you thinking?
What are you thinking? 也是可以去询问对方想法，很好的用法。
Yeah, now what's interesting is we have here, and we see way up at the subtitle, we have having a discussion. Have, usually we can't use ing. 如果我们的 have 是有的意思 we can't say ing, like 我有赢 like 这个是没有意思 right? So having a discussion in our subtitle 副标题 here, we mean 他们是在谈一谈东西 right? 不是有 okay? So what do you have in mind here is what are you thinking about? We can't use VING here. Be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, number 6, Eugene says, first, I really think we need to grow our presence on social media. We need to make it easy for customers to find out about us and get people talking.
好，接下来第6句呢，好，Eugene就讲了 First, I really think we need to grow our presence on social media. Social media 这个字大家都很熟悉，就是社群媒体、社群网站这样的感觉，对不对？好，社群媒体里头应该要增加我们的这种曝光度、存在感，对不对？增加我们大家都知道哦，我们有听过这个 IV Salon， 想办法要增加我们在社群媒体上的曝光度。We need to make it easy for customers to find out about us. 好，让大家更多人能够看到我们的讯息，然后呢 ，and get people talking， 想办法制造一些话题，说，哎，听说 IV Salon 最近好像有重新装潢，要不要去看一看？要不要去剪个头发什么的？所以在这 get people talking 就是制造话题。
Now, presents sounds exactly like the word gift, 礼物 presents on social media, Christmas presents. It's the same pronunciation. Social media is also another uncountable, 不可数. Write that down. So today we got 3 really interesting uncountables. Okay, so make sure you're writing them down.
没错，所以这边的话呢 ，social media 的话，还有这些用法 presence 有没有？在这边的话，使用的时候要特别注意一下。
All right, number 7, Courtney says, I suppose you're right. Could you take charge of managing our social media accounts?
好，所以这话 Courtney 就讲了，I suppose you're right. 我想你说的对哦。Could you take care of take charge of. When you take charge of something, you are responsible for it. 好，你可不可以负责呢 ？Managing our social media accounts. 你可以负责管理一下我们的这个社群网站的账号吗？或者社群媒体的账号吗？所以让更多人知道，你就变成我们的小编就对了，想办法跟大家 po 一些讯息啊等等。既然你这方面比较了解嘛，你不妨帮我们做这一块吧。
And circle your of preposition, draw your arrow, 箭头 to managing. After a preposition, we need a noun. When we take charge of something, just like Anthony said, you become the leader. And a small note on social media, the CI 发 SH. Write it down.
没错，大家特别注意 social 这个声音的话 ，CI 的话是发 SH 的声音 ，social 好，这个字要特别小心。
Eugene says, of course, I'd love to do it.
Eugene 就说 Of course 当然好啊 I love to do it 我很乐意做这件事情
Now be careful of your pronunciation 你听 Chris 家讲 I'd love to do it You don't want to say I love to do it I'd love to do it 的意思是我还没开始做但是我很想要做这件事情如果你说 I love to do it 这个感觉倒是 usually 你已经开始做了你有规律做这件事情 So 这个 D 的发音 is really important 这个 D 的意思是 I would love to
没错所以说在口语上的时候他们好像会发成 I'd 但是它那个的声音会变成一个小小的顿点几乎快听不到慢慢你熟悉去让你的耳朵听到那个 I'd love to do I love to do it 那个时候就会比较清楚就是 I would love to do something 而不要念成 I love to do it 变成一个常态我就一直都很喜欢做这件事情不是这个意思哦
Yeah, I usually tell my students don't say I'd love to do it because their pronunciation is not so accurate I make them practice it but如果不确定 you just say I would It's really clear
没错直接把整句讲出来 I would love to do it
In line number 9 Courtney says that's great What other ideas do you have?
好继续哦既然挖到宝了嘛好啊太好了 That's great What other ideas do you have? 你还有什么其他的想法跟点子吗
And in line number 10 Eugene says Well personally I think the salon's design is kind of boring The lights are a little dim And all the colors are dull. We should consider using brighter lights and softer colors to attract customers.
哇哦，所以第二个部分比较多，对不对？他比较很清楚的告诉你说，哦 ，Well, personally， 好，我个人觉得呢，第10句话他就说了 ，I think the salon's design is kind of boring。我觉得我们个人内部的这种装潢啦、设计感上有点像。有点无趣 ，it's kind of boring。好 ，boring 的话就让人觉得很蛮令人无趣的，所以 boring 的那个 in 就是令人无趣的 令嘛，对不对？好，这是 Chris 老师教我的绝招，去记得很方便。好，他接下来第2句话说 ，The lights are a little dim。dim 的意思就是指昏暗的，没有很亮的感觉。你看我们的这个光，店里头的光线呢非常昏暗哦，感觉上有点暗暗的 ，and。All the colors are dull， 然后颜色上面呢，感觉上也是比较暗沉的感觉。We should consider using brighter lights。我们想办法增加我们的店内的这种照明啦 ，and softer colors， 好 ，softer colors to attract customers。我们需要用更柔和的这种色调来吸引更多的人上门。
And just like Anthony said, underline boring.Then write B-O-R-E-D, bored. 这个 E-D is for me, 我自己的感觉 right? But 形容词结尾 I-N-G, it's ing is for the thing. 这个事情就令你觉得很 boring. 发音都很像 It's really easy.
对
Okay, now our last line today, Courtney says, this place could probably use a makeover now that you mention it.
好，最后这句 Courtney 就讲了，是齁 ，This place could probably use a makeover。makeover 指的是改造，很多时候你要帮人家，在国外很多有那种帮人家改头换面、大改造。比方说今天明明他是个帅哥，可能他平常穿的比较邋遢，然后他就帮他改造一下，就是个 makeover。他说 This place could probably use a makeover。Now that you mention it， now that you mention it， 就是既然经你这样一提呢。想想好像也是，这个地方可以好好的改头换面一番。
Now look at how we spell mention, M-E-N-T-I-O-N. 这个 T-I-O-N usually is should, but listen to Anthony, listen to me. Mention. It T 发 C-H. Write that down.
所以在这里的话呢，我也有听过外国人讲 mention， 但是 mention 我都有听过，就像 ancient， 很多时候他们会有类似的那种发音，但是你仔细听到的时候，你就知道哦，有人会这样发，有人会那样发。那我的话，我自己本身有时候就是介于这两者之间，然后老师的话是念 mention 这样子。
Let's get ready for vocab review. Time for a vocab review, and our first phrase today is to keep up with somebody or something.
To keep up with somebody or something 就是指跟上、追上的意思。
Our next phrase is to be in trouble.
To be in trouble， 好，就是指碰到麻烦了，好，或者是说有什么状况了。在这里的话，我们常常听到那个长辈会跟小朋友讲说，stay out of trouble， 别惹麻烦哦，乖乖的哦，这常常听到这种说法。
Our next phrase is to take charge of something.
To take charge of something, that means to be responsible for something， 就是要去负责某件事情。
Next we have a noun, an account.An account 的话就是指这个账户，那可以指的是 like bank account or social media account， 好，这不管是银行账户或是社群媒体账户，都可以用 account 这个字。 And next we have kind of dim.Kind
of dim 指的意思是比较昏暗的。然后说今天如果你看的任何选秀比赛，3个人在那边，到底谁会当选 ？Please dim the light。好，就是变成是说把灯光调暗，就用 dim 这个字。如果说今天kind of 就是有点蛮怎么样的感觉。
Actually, the article says kind of boring.And the lights are a little dim. But kind of and a little,他们同义词, they're synonyms.
Yeah, 没错。
All right, and that's it for Enjoy English School for today. But we'll be back with more of our business English article tomorrow. Don't miss it. I'm Chris Korsky.
I'm Antony.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Problems at the salon. Dialogue A. Courtney, the manager at Ivy Salon, is having a discussion with Eugene, a junior stylist.
Our business hasn't been keeping up with our competition. We need to make some changes around here. So, what do you want to talk to me about?
Oh, you're not in trouble. I'm just looking for suggestions from our staff, but I also have some advice for you.
I see. Well, I could think of one or two things we might consider.
What do you have in mind?
First, I really think we need to grow our presence on social media. We need to make it easy for customers to find out about us and get people talking.
I suppose you're right. Could you take charge of managing our social media accounts?
Of course, I'd love to do it.
That's great. What other ideas do you have?
Well, personally, I think the salon's design is kind of boring. The lights are a little dim and all the colors are dull. We should consider using brighter lights and softer colors to attract customers.
This place could probably use a makeover now that you mention it.